right, today we're here looking at this really neat machine that's made by Freightliner. It's called a Sportchassis. It's really unique. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, it was unbelievable to think that they could have something like a truck like this with all the comforts and all the really neat stuff that you could use to haul your prized possessions like your horses or your big boats or stuff like that. With a truck this size, it basically could pull just about anything and still drive it around and all day long and go to your office and be able to enjoy it. It's just a nice little big vehicle. This thing's pretty neat. I mean, it's got some really, really neat horsepower. It's got 330 horses. It's got a Cummins in it, which got an Allison 6-speed, which is one of the 3200 series Allison transmission. Air ride. And I'll show you in a little bit what this motor looks like. This is really, really, it's really set up nice. Some of the really neat features about this truck, okay, this massive pickup truck, is really what I like the most about it is the Cummins motor that it has. It's 330 horsepower. It's a fuel-injected 6-cylinder, inline 6, with basically hooked up to a Allison transmission. The only transmission you're going to be able to use on something like this will hold at least 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, which this motor produces. Some neat things about the motor is basically it's intercooled. It's got a really nice setup where you can see how large the turbo is on it. The cooling system on it is all set up for heavy-duty towing. It'll just don't care. If it's really hot and you're going across that desert, this thing will keep it cool. Also, a lot of other features also is the air cleaner setup that it has with its own sensors that also will relay to you, letting you know if you need to replace those filters and stuff like that. In a minute, I'll go around the other side and I'll show you some more. Some of the things I was talking about a few minutes ago and showing you was that this has a real massive intercooler. That's where the horsepower is. These motors produce quite a bit of heat. It needs to, through that turbo, it needs to cool that charge down so it can make that horsepower easily and all the torque. I mean, obviously I know this motor's detuned, but this thing will definitely withstand just about anything you want with it. The massive brake systems that they have, this truck has disc brakes. In fact, this has hydraulic anti-lock brakes, which is pretty cool. The computer systems that they have, they're all easily accessible. This motor, if you know the front nose comes over, it's very easy to access and do all the maintenance on it. Pretty impressive. I mean, we'll see more about it. There's more inside that we're going to show you shortly. One more thing that I really called my attention, that this cab up here on that air cleaner that you're seeing over here, it also is using cold air induction from the top of the hood. Another really neat feature to make it more efficient and more fuel economy. It's got a standard 8-foot bed, very similar to most of all the other pickup trucks that are out there. And most of the dualies or the 3500 stuff. Same height and everything, so you could still put a nice gooseneck up inside here, a fifth wheel. They have this particular one set up to go both ways. Some of the neat stuff also you'll find here is the Class 3 hitch, so you could pull any of your tag-alongs behind. I mean, this is a pulling vehicle, understand that. This thing will pull just about anything short of a big building. It'll pull it with comfort. In a little while, we'll show you also the air ride suspension that this thing has. There's airbags under here. It makes it ride smooth as a whistle. So you got a big old truck like this, you can still drive around all day long all over this city and not get tired. It doesn't bounce, it just rides like on a cushion of air. Some other neat features also that they really came up, and it's really neat because this is a big truck and stuff like that. They got a camera up there. That camera is a reverse camera. So when they back up to hook up their trailers, hook up their goosenecks, or put anything in the bed, this is, you could watch it just, you know, it's easy so that you could be looking out your mirrors and looking at the camera, which it'll be up on your TV screen up front. We'll show you shortly on that. Also, this particular unit, and most of all of them that they have, all come on 22.5 tires and rims, which is pretty neat. There's some aluminum custom built rims. That really helps in the mileage. It helps with the way it looks, and it helps for the load. I mean, those tires will really put up some serious load. You can put a lot of weight on this thing. Some of the neat stuff that the Sport Chassis has is that 8-foot bed that we talked about. Gives you a lot of room, but yet it's a standard size 8-foot bed. So you could always put, you know, the height of your bed is no higher than any of the other pickup trucks that are available. So most of the trailers that are out there, the goosenecks and the fifth wheels and stuff, are kind of designed for those 3500 trucks. Well, those things are pretty neat and they pull pretty good, but they ain't nothing like pulls like this Sport Chassis does. And especially, obviously, the weight and stuff. Let me show you a little bit about, and I'll show inside this bed. I'm going to open this up here a minute, and I'll show you the setup that they have for the fifth wheel and the gooseneck attachment. That unit you're looking at, it removes itself, and it'll have both inside. Inside there will be 2 attachments, so it could go either to a fifth wheel or a gooseneck. So depending on the vehicle or the trailer you're pulling, you could adjust for it. You know, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Sport Chassis lines. If you look at this vehicle, they've really put some time into designing this cab for all the comforts of home. You're going to see that inside. Some of the really neat things that Freightliner came out with this Sport Chassis was their lines. They've designed a really nice cab for all the comforts of home. You're going to see that shortly. They made a hauling vehicle that you could drive to work every day. The design and the style of the vehicle, as you'll see, I mean, they've thought about everything. They thought about some really nice steps to get in, have easy access in and out of the cab. They designed a certain look that you could take almost to any car show, and everybody wants to wants to look at it. You'll see the inside. The inside's really, really neat, the way they've designed the comforts of inside. All the lights that they put into the vehicle are strategically placed for a reason. Also, obviously, DOT requires some certain lighting, but it's also part of decorating this vehicle. That bed is an 8-foot bed. I mean, it's set up at the height that is just perfect to haul just about any trailer. So you won't need to make a special trailer just for this if you do anything like a gooseneck or a fifth wheel. There's a lot of neat stuff about it. Access to the fuel tanks is right there. They got dual fuel tanks on these things, one on each side. They hold about 50 gallons apiece. The exhaust system is all custom made, where they went ahead and they ran it on each side to give it that nice little look and the nice sound. And you'll see a lot of other things shortly. We'll show you in a few minutes when we get inside.